welcome to my channel, Adore Net. I'm Net. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. And while you're at it, drop a like on this video. Today's a quick story time about the worst date I've ever been on. The story begins where there was this guy. He actually lived on the same block as me. But he was just like, I would never pay attention to him just because he would be one of those guys always hanging out on the block. I'm walking home from school, you're hanging out on the block. I'm going to school, your sister's also going to school, you're hanging out on the block. We get out of school early, you're hanging out on the block. On the weekend, we're going out to the party, you're hanging out on the block. Like, my nigga, you don't do nothing, so therefore I don't have any interest in you. You feel? So eventually he keeps liking pictures on Instagram and, you know, just making the presence known that he has interest in me. Eventually, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna go on a date to be nice, to dead the situation, and just let him know, you know, this probably is not gonna work, and we just could keep it as friends. So we ended up shooting for a weekend. Off the bat, you've been vying for my attention. Finally, I give it to you and say, okay, we can spend time. You have no plan. Excuse me? So now I feel like you're playing with my time now at this point. So he asked me, oh, what do you want to do? So I told him we can go to one of my favorite restaurants and I guess the beach. We set, I think, the time for 7, maybe 7:30. He texted me, I think 6:30. Oh, I'm on my way. I'm like, okay, 7 o'clock roll around. I text him, I was like, are you far? Like, how much longer is it gonna take? Oh, I'm not far. I'll be there in a little bit to come get you. Like, mind you, he did live down the block, but he was getting off of work. So I'm just like, okay, like if it was gonna be a problem, you can make it, there was traffic, I don't know, like you should just set a later time, or we didn't have to do this at all. 7:30 roll around, I was just like, look, if you're not gonna be able to make it, it's just no big deal. I was ready to go ahead and take my clothes off, relax, and forget that I even agreed to go on this BS date. Same time I'm getting ready to, you know, get comfortable, he texts, oh, I'm outside, right? Okay. So I walk outside, I'm looking, I get in the car, and I'm like, in my head, like, are you serious? Like, you didn't even go home to change? Like, you still have on work clothes? If you knew you wouldn't be off in enough time to come home, change, do all, like I said, you should have said a later time or another day where we didn't have to do this at all. You have work funk on you, and I'm supposed to be excited for a date, you're late. And I'm supposed to be excited for a date. I already am not really interested in you, and I'm supposed to be excited for a date. I am over it at this point. Late, work funk. We're in the car, and there's like no real conversation. Just like, oh, hey, how was your day? Type of stuff. And it's just like, is this really how I'm about to spend my time? So the radio's on to fill in all the dead air space. And I'm just like, I finally figured out why it took him so long to come get me. It wasn't traffic. No, honey. His brakes needed to be fixed. As soon as he stepped on the brake, it's so much grinding noise. You can hear it inside of the car over the radio. I'm literally sitting there praying like, please, Lord, let me get back home in one piece. Because this man car, I don't know if it's going to make it to the restaurant and back. Why? Why did you think it was okay to go on a date and your car needs to be serviced? I think that's more important than going on a date. We get to the restaurant and that took forever. At this point, I'm hangry. We're at the table, we order. We're having small talk about like the restaurant and the menu. I'm over it. Like, he not talking about nothing that's of interest to me. Oh, don't judge a book by its cover. You never know. Judge the book by its cover correctly, because wasn't nothing in the book interesting. Food comes, he's eating like it is the last meal, like all on the table like this, and I'm just like, you want to order another plate to go? But we finish our food, The check comes, he pays, and we start walking to the car, and I'm like, back to this death trap, please. At this point, I just want to go back home. Like, I don't even care about the beach, right? So we sit in the car talking for a little bit, finally talking, and I don't even remember the conversation. It was still unimpressive. And he was like, oh, do you still want to go to the beach and stuff? At this point, it's nighttime. Like, I don't really want to go to the beach because when I got on, I'm gonna be cold. At that point, I was just making up fucking excuses because I didn't want to be on the date anymore. Oh, do you want? No, I don't want your jacket. It's fine. It's cool. Like, I don't want your work funk on me. You can take me home. It's fine. Thanks. We pull up in front of my house, and he had the nerve to be like, oh, when we gonna chill again? We gonna what? Chill again? I was like, I don't know about that. He tries to lean in to kiss me. I was like, back up. You're not getting no kiss from me. Make it home safe. I ended up texting my best friend immediately. Like, he really tried to hit me up a couple of times after that and be like, oh, let's chill again. No, I don't want to chill. You had no type of conversation. You clearly don't have your priorities in check because you'd rather go on a date than service your car. You have no type of time management. You was late picking me up. No, I am not interested. Goodbye. Y'all drop that in the comments and y'all let me know what was the worst date y'all ever been on. Thanks for watching.